Welcome to episode 13 of Return to Moria. Today is going to be another exciting episode with the goal of crafting Durin's axe. We left off in last episode needing to find a bunch of the Sunstone, which is a rare stone that emits light and heat found within the darkest deeps. That's what I figured out. Those are the places to find the rare and precious gems. So, without further ado, I went into the darkest deeps. And, yeah, it took me a while. The first few darkest deeps that I went into, I didn't find any sunstone. All I found were rubies and some diamonds here and there. And then, of course, the Nameless, which was a insanely powerful beast that lives in the darkest deeps, does 200 damage every hit, and was just killing me over and over and over again. It is basically not killable. At least I've never been able to kill it. So after searching a bit, I did finally find a darkest deeps that had the Sunstone. And the Sunstone was encased in adamant, so I did have to bring my better pickaxe in order to be able to mine that. And it says Sunstone when I pointed the pickaxe at it, rather than just precious gems. And it was in the way back of the darkest deep section. So I basically just avoided the Nameless altogether, just trying to roll out of the way and everything to bypass it through the little passages. And got the Sunstone. And that leaves us back up here, ready to craft some awesome stuff to get ready to make Durin's axe. So for those of you who remember from the end of last episode, we needed the Sunstone in order to make this salt bath, which we can now finally make. It requires 3 Sunstone, adamant, and salt. And this is basically to purify Gundabad slag into Luthum Durinal, and I'm guessing that's what we need to make the Durinal ingot, or Durinal ingot, which we need in order to craft Durin's axe. Oh no, I'm under siege. Well, I'll get back with you guys in a minute. Okay, so that is finally taken care of. That was an extremely tough one, and I died like 5 times in that siege. They did break into the castle, so I went ahead and reinforced some of the doorway areas. And by the way, here are all of the adamant build pieces. So this stout wall is what I used to reinforce the entryways where they could break in. So hopefully that'll be a little harder for them next time. But yeah, we've got lots of pieces, all sorts of crazy stuff. The columns, we can now finally build all the columns that were in here and everything. So pretty cool build pieces there. Yeah, and essentials and crafting, let's go down to the salt bath. There it is. Let's put it right over here for now. Something like that. So what do we do in here? There we go. Durinal ingot. Perfect. All right. Well, let's just add a bunch of those to the queue since we have all of the slag. And then we did need a smelter here. The hottest furnace can smelt delicate and powerful ore. So yeah, I guess we don't need that after all, because the salt bath is what's making our ingots here, but we will probably need it at some point down the road. And it does require lots of ironwood there, so I wanted to speak on how I got a bunch of ironwood much faster than killing the orcs. So if you come over here to the rune table, you'll see this enchantment, which has a chance to harvest ironwood when striking trees. So I went ahead and put that enchantment on my old iron war axe, since I wasn't really doing any combat with it, and basically just went to chopping. You can chop elvenwood trees, any tree you want, any mushroom, any trees that are down in the lower deeps and everything as well. And it'll usually drop between 1 and 3 ironwood every single time. I thought for sure the first time I saw that enchantment it was just going to be like 1 in 100 chance, since ironwood is so rare. But I was pleasantly surprised, so that's how I started getting all of the ironwood. And with all of that, we can go ahead and build this furnace, because I may as well. And holy cow, that thing is massive. Wow. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and rotate it into a slightly manageable direction. And then maybe put it, I don't know, right there for now. Oh, and that's how we make the Khazad steel ingot. Oh, that's really cool, because previously I was just kind of collecting those from the orcs and all the chests in the orc camps. now we can officially make it. So if I go into the crafting, yeah, so we can make basically everything here. Azad steel ingot, Shanar ingot, and that requires the gold ore, which is also found down in the adamant with the better pickaxe. All right, well, with those two things, let's go ahead and harvest this pretty soon. Ah, it takes a very long time in order to craft those. So I could go ahead and sleep here pretty soon. But if I go into building and crafting recipes, we go to the Great Forge of Durin, and you can see Durin's axe. We just need 2 more of the Durinal iron ingots, and we should be set to go for that. So yeah, I'd say the hardest thing for that recipe really was the Sunstone to be able to get. And yeah, it took me a few hours of searching all the darkest deeps. Not everyone has it, so it'll essentially just be a chance that one of the darkest deep spots will have it. And so that definitely took a bit. So yeah, I don't have much of it by any means, and if I needed to, once I was done smelting all of the Durinal ingots, I could go ahead and destroy the salt bath in order to get more sunstone back. So you can kind of preserve it in that sort of a way, but I was able to find enough in the one darkest deeps that I went to that had it in order to craft the Durin's axe. So one more thing I wanted to do before we go craft Durin's axe as well, that I just noticed in my recipe list in last episode when I was rewatching it just to get ready for this one, was the Mountaineer's Pack. And because now we can craft fine leather because of the fact that we made the spinning wheel as an upgrade for the loom. So we can no longer have our Adventures Pack. And by the way, let's just see how many inventory slots. That's the Adventures Pack right there. So let's go ahead and craft the Mountaineer's Pack. And let's just see how this does. Let's see, swap pack. All right. Oh my gosh. Oh man, I think, yeah, the Adventures Pack like ended here, and this is, oh my gosh, okay. Well, now we will be able to go adventuring endlessly without worrying about making deposit runs constantly back to the base. And then we can also just go ahead and open the Adventures Pack that was left on the floor there and take everything that was in it. But check that out, we have so many more slots available. That is just insane. Alright, well, with that said, we should have everything to craft the Durin's axe. There it is. That's everything. So let's go ahead to the Great Forge of Durin. Here we are. I'm guessing something big is gonna happen when we craft this axe. Because, yeah, I've never crafted it before, but we have worked hard to get to this point, so let's try that. Oh my. Wow. Reforged Durin's axe. Wow. Okay. So that's what this thing must be? Wow. A tool of Durin the Deathless himself, capable of the most intricate mining. Pushes away the shadow, can break anything in Moria, including the cursed rock. This thing is insane, and we unlocked so much stuff there. All that armor. So yeah, if we go to our recipes list, let's see, what can we do? Great Forge of Durin. So this is where we can craft all sorts of other stuff here. So this star metal ingot, interesting. I don't know how I make that yet. But this stuff, yeah, tier 5. This stuff's gonna be the real game changer when it comes to armor. So I guess that will be our next goal. In the meantime though, since we don't have the star metal ingots just yet, let's go ahead and utilize the fact that Durin's axe can break anything in Moria, including the cursed block. Which I believe is, well, first of all, what that troll was trying to throw at us last episode, but also what is covering the cursed door, or the gate to Durin's highway, which was right off in, let's see, it was right over here in this direction. There it is, gate to Durin's highway. And we couldn't get through here because of the fact that that was blocked off by the cursed rock. So let's go over there and see if this axe can break through that. I have a feeling that's how we have to get out of this place, because of the fact that if I look everywhere else, there's no other exits of this area, so we can't really move on until we get out of here. And I'm guessing that that is what this axe is for. And with that, we are getting really close here to the gate to Durin's Highway. So there it is up ahead. That looks to me like cursed stone. So let's see what we can do. I'm holding Durin's axe. Can I get close to it without getting shadow cursed? I can. Oh, look at that. We can actually get through it. We can actually get through it. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, because check out my normal pickaxe. Can't do anything to it. Just says 0. But then Durin's pickaxe says 50. Oh, this is cool. All right. Well, let's see what happens. There we go. We have just destroyed the curse. And we can now continue. And there you go. We can use Durin's axe as just a normal pickaxe as well. Just to mine through everything. Oh, gate to Durin's Highway is still up ahead there more. Oh, these are some big stairs. I don't entirely know where these go, because I also don't see an exit to this area. I do see that something is over there. I do see another gate to Durin's Highway, so I'm guessing we just kind of keep going up. There we go. Ooh, dispel the curse. Goal complete. Interesting. So what's through here then? Oh, the crossroads of Zaraxigil. Some of these names are really hard for me to pronounce, but we have Eric here.
Ah, Eric! What news from the king?
Good news. Lord Gimli crosses over the mountain to the Dimril Gate, East Gate.
He's safe then.
King Thorin travels to meet Gimli.
The king is coming too.
They take advice and stay outside. King says you must make mithril weapon. Kill the dragon. Kill.
A mithril weapon to kill the dragon. I see.
Take scroll. Shows mithril forge.
Mithril forge. I thought it was a myth. Thank you, Eric.
Thorin and Gimli will wait at Mirrormere. Till dragon is killed, Sunstone is found. Stay safe.
All right. Great mithril forge recipe. Wow, okay. So kill the dragon, forge a mithril weapon, seek Nain's grave. Well then. I suppose we shall. We shall get started with that. There's another wizard's mark here. Let's see, anything interesting over here? Eric said to take scroll. Oh, mithril forge, right up in here. Okay. So this must be where we're headed.
Atras the cruel. I hope you have forgiven us.
Ha 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 ha. Okay. Ooh, that's a lot of poison there. I'm kind of nervous about this. Let's see. Let's get up past the poison mushrooms. There we go, we made it. Ooh, is this something new? Star metal ore! Check that out! Alright. Well, it looks like that is how we get star metal ore. And there we go, we just unlocked the star metal ingot. That's awesome. Okay, so that's what's in this area then. And we are getting adamant from this as well, by the way, so the Durin's axe can also pickaxe adamant and everything else, so no longer any need for our other pickaxe either. Ah, check that out. We also have Sunstone over here in just this massive room. So it looks like now that we're finally in this area and we've gone through the cursed Durin's gate, we can actually have an easier time finding Sunstone, which is really good because we need it to craft the Durin's armor set. So I reached the end here. I lingered in the shadow a bit too long down there exploring, and I didn't find an exit. So I'm shadow cursed now, but I found these big stairs, and it looks like this is where we continue. Oh, here's another massive pile of rock. And because of the fact that this pickaxe can mine anything in Moria, let's see what happens. Because it's telling us we have to go this way. Oh, looks like I did something. Yep, I did. Alright. Oh, this is getting really exciting. What do we have over here? Ooh, did we kind of circle back around? Where are we? Ah, we're back at the gate to Durin's Highway. Okay. Yeah, so we've been here before then. We actually aren't too far away from everything else here. Here is, what is this area? We are in the Western Halls again. Ah! So this area entirely looped around, and this, my friends, is our first base. It was right down here, if I remember correctly. Oh, this is so cool. So that was that cursed gates to Durin's Highway that we found right in the beginning of the game, if y'all want to watch the first couple episodes and have a little recap. So here we are, back in the Western Halls again. Oh, this is really cool. So yeah, our first base was right up here. Let's go check it out. Yep, so here we are. Back at our very first base. That's cool that it loops around like that. And kind of brings you back toward the beginning. And then I think, what was this over here? The doors of Durin. So let's go over there as well, because I'm not sure if those may have also been opened, or if we could open them with this axe. Yeah, see, this is what I remember right from the get-go of the game. Was these, the doors of Durin. So, oh. Yeah, so it looks like this can get through them, actually. I'm not entirely sure, though. This is obviously doing damage. So let's see if anything happens. Oh. Well, we lifted a curse. So it looks like we can open those. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and open them. I might not be... This may not have supposed to happen.
Can't leave yet.
Oh,
More
yep.
to do.
Hahaha, not quite done here. Okay, so this is how we leave eventually. But that's what I was wondering. I was like, it's gonna just let me open the doors now without killing the dragon, but nope. It does not allow you to open them. So it does allow you to lift the curse. But it does look like we have to go and kill the dragon, and first finding the Mithril Forge to be able to craft some stuff. But yeah, we have a fair amount of Sunstone now, and the Star Metal ore, so we may as well try to craft some of that better armor, craft Durin's armor at the Great Forge of Durin. Okay, so I'm back at my Great Forge base here, and it looks like we do have to have this furnace in order to craft the star metal ingot, so I'm glad I built it. So let's go ahead and just add a bunch of these to queue and see if we can make something. Okay, it's the next day and we were able to make 3 of them. So, which is enough, I think, to craft 1 piece of armor. But we will definitely have to find more because it takes 3 of these actually 6 of the star metal ore to make 1 ingot. Check that out. 6 of them just for 1 ingot. So that is very expensive, very rare. And it'll be kind of like the Sunstone, where I'll have to go out and find some more. But to find that, I'll just have to go back to this Brazenbar area, which was that area that looped back around to the Western Halls. and that's where I found the first bits of star metal. So I'm sure if I searched around in there, because there's still plenty of areas I haven't gone, I will find a bit more of that. Okay, so I ended up finding plenty of the star metal ore, and I've made 12 ingots. I think I only need 11 to craft the full set of Durin's armor. We needed a bunch of fine cloth, fine leather, the Durinal iron ingots, and Sunstone, which I also ended up finding a whole bunch more of down in that area, so that was really good. We still have not found the Mithril Forge yet, so I'm debating if I want to leave that till next episode, and I think I probably will, but let's see what we can make over here. So we have Durin's guard helmet. Let's go ahead and craft that. Durin's guard armor. And gloves. And boots. Alright, I think I brought the perfect amount of stuff. You guys ready for this? Let's switch it all out. Alright. I think that is everything. Yep. So check that out. That is the full set of Durin's armor. That is awesome. And check out how much armor we have on the bottom. Oh my gosh, that gave us 2 more of those little blue helmets on the bottom. So we literally have a whole nother third of armor, which is gonna be amazing because some of the orcs I was fighting while getting my Sunstone and the star metal, they were just insane. They had Shadow Curse, they had so much health, it was absolutely insane. So I'm so glad that I finally have those now. Oh, and it looks like star metal hammer as well is something that we can make at some point. I probably will have to make it at some point, but yeah. So I think in next episode, I will do some preparing to fight the dragon because I think we're getting pretty close. I believe this is some of the best armor we can have in the game, which is quite exciting. And then I think all that's left is to find the Mithril Forge to be able to make some extra weapons and things like that. And then remember that bridge that cost a whole bunch of black diamonds to repair. And I believe it needed a hammer that we didn't have yet. And we may already have it, or maybe not. Either way, maybe it's that star metal hammer. But yeah, so we have to repair that bridge. And then I think comes the dragon fight pretty soon after, based on the way the quests have sort of laid themselves out. So I hope you all enjoyed this episode, another super fun one. It's awesome to have Durin's axe now, to be able to pickaxe anything, break the Shadow Curse, and we are really looking good. Thanks again to all my channel members. Be sure to join the Discord server through the link in the description, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.